I'd like to call the meeting of the St. John Economic Development Committee to order for October 8th, 2025 at 5 p.m. Would everybody please rise and join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, Chuck, will you call the roll, please?
So we'll start with Schultz.
Here.
Pastor Eric.
Here.
Bill Clark. Here. Joe Barry.
Here.
Chuck Pullen here. And as of now, we're missing Moore and Stoyanchevich.
Okay, thank you. All right, approval of the minutes of the September 10th, 2025 meeting. You have it in front of you, and it was sent out electronically. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll move to approve the minutes from the September 10th, 2025 meeting.
Okay. Second, Bill? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Go to new and old business. That's the Chris Kringle Market, and Chuck, that's your.
Okay. So we opened up the applications for vendors. We have a little over 50 spots, and within like 2 days, we had over 100 applications. So fantastic response. Most of the vendors from Farmers Market and most of the vendors from last year were excitedly reapplied, which is always a good sign that you have a good event when everybody comes back the next year. So in that regard, things are going well. I'm working with Shelby. We have to just sort of work through the process. The goal is to make sure that you have a variety of vendors and not a lot of similarities. So right now we have, again, over 100 applications, and we're working together to sort those out. And basically, as we go, we approve people, they pay their fees. So just to clarify, we did increase the fee from $50 to $100, as we discussed. So that will bring in a little more revenue for activities and things like that. But so essentially, you'll have 50-ish vendors, 52 or 4, depending on spaces, at $100 each application fees. So that's where we're at with that. So as far as that goes, everything's looking well. And I guess the only thing really to discuss was if there is any ideas for any changes. I mean, my goal at this point is to do what we did last year, just a little bit bigger and better. Just kind of keep it the way it, successful strategy from last year. But if there's any thoughts about making changes, we certainly would like to discuss that.
Do the vendors that were with us last year get the nod for coming back this year?
Well, for the most part, yeah. And for the most part, most of them are from Farmers Market as well. So a lot of those same vendors. There are a lot of new vendors that are not Farmers Market that are coming back because they have seasonal items and things like that. So for the most part, if they're a vendor in good standing, they would automatically get the nod, or is first come, first serve, essentially. So, but again, a lot of that is, if you have X number of people selling coffee, for instance, you wouldn't want all of them to come. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what we're working through, is just looking for a good variety of vendors.
Okay.
But we know based on this that if we were to expand it in the future, we already have the vendors, and we have everything we need to expand it. We just need a bigger space and things like that. We're limited by the space of the parking lot at this point. So in the future, when we have a bigger space, we should be able to have more vendors and have a bigger event.
I'm still looking for second entertainment to go with Santa.
Okay, so we're expanding by 2 hours, so we're looking for other entertainment so that we have sort of 2-hour blocks. We have Santa coming, we have different people to do photo ops and things like that. So we're expanding, adding one more to that.
We did the Elsa and Anna last year. We were hoping to get something different this year. I'm not finding Wicked actors, so
Okay.
Since Wicked releases right at the same time, I thought that might be a great publicity for actors, but I'm not finding those kind of performers right now.
What time?
I'm on.
Are you on?
Yeah, maybe it's just too far away.
So you're asking about the time?
Yeah, which time slot are you looking to fill?
I think Santa is 10 to 12, so it would be after Santa, so something between 12 and 4.
12 and 3, right?
So I don't know if we want to look maybe at, I don't know if Bluey is, I don't have littler kids, so I don't know if Bluey is still popular with the younger kids. I was going to start asking around and see what is popular with the younger kids, and then see if I can maybe start trying to get some prices for other kinds of actors,
Sure.
characters.
I think also just seeing, I don't know, maybe looking around to see who does the circuit, right? So I mean, sort of like we have a Santa that does the circuit, and we'll see who else does other local events and things like that. Maybe we find out who those people, you know, what they do, and see if there's somebody that fits in as well. I think it would be good to have last year, because of the weather, we didn't have any musicians or anything like that. We hoped to have somebody playing guitar or something, but just the weather didn't cooperate. The guitarist said it's too cold to play, you know, so we did have the choir come, and that was really nice. So I think adding some music to the mix, and photo ops and music would be an ideal sort of variety, but we have to identify that.
Well, and it's early enough that maybe we can get Lake Central in the morning and Hanover in the afternoon, since we're doing
Yeah.
a longer period of time too.
Right, and we have enough time where, yeah, we have flexibility there. So I mean, what worked out really nice last year was we had the choir sing Santa on to the location, so that was neat. So if we do something like that, that was kind of fun. But, you know, we have flexibility in our time, so we can have them whenever it works into their schedule. So you and I can work on finding those people and working that out.
Yeah, and let me put you in touch with someone who I've just started working with who has a lot of connections in the performance
Okay, no, that'd be great.
end of things. So I can put you in touch with somebody who may be able to make some contacts that those of us
Okay.
who are not entertainers don't have.
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, you know, the farmer's market generally has somebody playing guitar or something like that, and it just, because of the weather, it doesn't really, unless we really know that it's going to be a warm enough day, most musicians don't want to play in that cold weather for an extended period of time, so.
I suppose a live musician may be a last-minute ad based on last-minute forecast.
Based on weather, and if we have the, I mean, again, it's, even if we have an hour here or there between performers, that might be a good time to bring them in.
And hopefully with characters, you know, you can put on a costume and, you know, be warm underneath it.
Right.
But playing guitar is difficult when it's cold or anything like that, so yeah, I understand their desire to not want to do that when it's super cold.
Are we actually going to have a flyer inserted into the water bill?
Yeah, everything's been put out, so everything's ready. We just have to do, you know, like for instance, last year we had a sign made. I have to identify where that sign went and get it updated for the new schedule. So just little things like that. We'll get the flyer, we'll get all that kind of stuff worked out.
It's a good way to get the word out.
Right.
Are
So
we on the Christmas in the Park flyer? They have their trifold, you know what I mean?
I'll double check with them and see what got put in there.
Because we were last year,
Right.
we were listed with the Christmas in the Park events.
Okay. Yeah, I'll double check and make sure that they have everything, the updated information for this year. But I sent that out to the group, clerk treasurer and town manager and things like that, so they have all that information.
It
I'll
is
check with- and
live
Parks
on
knows.
social media too. I think Parks created an event.
Mhm. But yeah, so just a lot of little things like getting that sign updated and you know, flyers and things like that. So we'll work on that as we get closer.
Okay.
So the only other thing that we're working on is we had a discussion about doing sort of rolling in a small business Saturday. And I know, Amy, do you want to just kind of speak to that a little bit?
Unfortunately, I don't think I can put it all together this year. With the delays from the town with the email address, and then I had surgery, it just did not happen fast enough. But I do think it is something that we should try to put together for next year. But I think it's something we need to start rolling out, like in June, where we can start sending letters out to the businesses and stuff like that and letting them know we're putting this event together. Because now it's so last minute that trying to get the information together to get into the water bill, to get to it, we're past, the deadlines are gone. So it is something that we need to start doing in June, I think.
Right. And that would be the idea for next year. Hopefully there's more space next year or in the future, so we can have more room, because like I said, right now, we're at a point where we're at capacity with the space we're using. So hopefully the future will give us more space to do more things and have more vendors and, you know, more things to do.
Is there a time frame on the amphitheater?
I can't speak to that.
You know, Jack?
Bids are, they gave the okay to go out for bids today. They're gonna be due November 12th. So it's the start of the process.
Right.
And of course, it's construction, so you never know when things are gonna be done actually
Okay.
on time.
I'd just say TBD to see if it makes sense for next year.
Right.
Hopefully, it will make sense, and hopefully that'll be the plan. But we'll discuss that once, I think, like you said, once the ground is broken and things are going up, then we can really see if it makes sense. But I think that'd be a great opportunity to have more space to do events like this. That's the hope for everybody.
Right. Right. Makes sense.
So that's really all we have for today.
Okay. Okay, there's no public comment, so I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
I'll second.
Bill? All right, all